guys, so today I have a video that I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting on, because way back at the beginning of May I posted a haul, and in that video I mentioned that a lot of the items I was showing you was for a brand new pet, but I wasn't ready to show them and that I would mention them in a video down the line. And now that it is almost 3 months later, I'm finally going to be introducing you to my new pet. I have shown this new pet one time on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen a pet on there, I think a month or so ago, that you weren't too familiar with. A couple of you did catch it, but I've only shown him once before, so today I thought it was finally time to sit down and do a full introduction. So if you watched that haul video where I showed all the new stuff, you know that I asked you guys down in the comments to guess on what type of new pet I got, and a lot of you did get it right, because by the items I showed and by the current animals I own, I think it was pretty easy to guess what I got. So yes, a lot of you are right, I did get another leopard gecko. Before I introduce him, I kind of want to give a little bit of backstory of when I got him and how I got him, because I have had him for over 3 months now and it's definitely time for a proper introduction. So like always, I was browsing Craigslist when I know better and know I shouldn't be on there, and I came across a leopard gecko. Unfortunately, it's really common to see pretty bad care on Craigslist when people are rehoming pets. Usually I can look past it, but leopard geckos are my weak spot, and this leopard gecko really got me just because the condition he was in. I'll put a couple pictures up right here. So this picture shows the enclosure he was in, which is a pretty bad setup, but you know, a lot of the setups you see on Craigslist aren't ideal, so that wasn't too worrisome. But then I went to another picture and this is what I saw. So as you can tell in this picture, he is extremely skinny, so I was really worried about the overall health and how long he would make it. Luckily, I shouldn't say luckily because it's not really a good thing, but I have seen a lot of leopard geckos before that have been skinnier, so I knew he probably did have some time left, but he didn't look great at all, and I really didn't want this poor guy to suffer. So I did decide to reach out to the Craigslist poster. They were asking $60 for the gecko and the tank. Of course, I didn't want that tank for any reason, and they were nice enough because I just wanted him to go to a good home, and they were willing to give him to me for $20 without the tank or anything, so I went and picked him up that night. I did film a couple clips with my phone actually the night I brought him home, so the quality's not going to be very great, but I will go ahead and insert them right now just so you guys can see him right when I brought him home. I am calling him a girl in this clip because that is what the posting said, but after bringing him home, he is definitely a male, but that is why I'm saying she and her in this clip. But here's the night I brought the new gecko home. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'll ever use this footage, but just in case, I thought I would pull up my phone really quick because I just got home with the leopard gecko. So this is just her little quarantine setup in the living room. She just has a warm hide, the cork for the cool hide, and a water bowl. I need to add a calcium dish. She has paper towel. This is just going to be a quarantine away from all the other pets so I can keep an eye on her. So here she is. She's very, very tiny, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her in. They said she was pretty bitey when they tried to get her in the container because I'm sure she's extremely stressed out. So I'm not gonna grab her. I'm just gonna wait until she crawls out on her own. I don't wanna stress her out any more than possible. Go, baby. There you go. It's okay. There you go, sugar. She's so tiny. So that was him when I brought him home. As you can see, he was really skinny. I just put him in a quarantine tank in the living room to keep him completely away from all my other animals. A couple days later, I did end up weighing him and he only weighed 30 grams. The guy wasn't sure exactly how old this gecko is because he actually just got him from someone else, but he was full grown. He says he believes he's around 2 years old. So 30 grams is definitely very underweight. So he definitely was underweight, and my top priority was getting some weight on him. That's why I didn't want to show him in a video right away. I just wanted to make sure he was healthy and didn't have any other problems going on, and he was going to gain weight before I just showed him in front of the camera. And I was like, oh, look at my cute new gecko, and then something happened, but it's been about 3 months, over 3 months now. He's doing wonderful. He is still very underweight. I'm still working on getting weight on him. Like I said, when I got him, he weighed 30 grams. I weighed him a couple weeks ago and he was up to, I believe, 42 grams. So he is on his way up. He still has some weight to gain, but he's doing fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm not going to actually be able to get him out of his cage and show him to you. He's a very aggressive boy. He was extremely food aggressive when I brought him home. I was hoping as he gained some weight, maybe that would calm down a little bit because he was just very hungry. And after gaining about 12 grams, I can confirm that he is still just as food aggressive as he was. So I actually haven't been able to handle him yet. I'm hoping I can someday, but I'm not gonna push it. I can't even like get my hand close to him or he will just lunge at it because he thinks everything is food. So even though I can't get him out and hold him for you, I am gonna go ahead and show you his entire enclosure. He is in the pet room now. He was in quarantine for a little over a month, and then I moved him into the pet room. He's not on my regular reptile rack because I still need to change some things around to put him on there, but he is in the pet room. Like Pablo and Felipe, he is in the 24x18x12 Exoterra with the heat mat thermostat, and then his substrate is a shelf liner I got from Dollar General because I know a lot of people have been asking where I get that. So before I show you his enclosure, I guess it's time for me to announce his name. So this little guy's name is Chico. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the camera off the tripod and I will officially introduce you guys to my new leopard gecko, Chico. Okay, so he is actually already out. Usually he comes out as soon as he hears me in here because he's always ready to eat. So this is Chico. I'm not sure because I'm really bad with my different morphs, but he is an albino of some type. There are a few different types of albinos, but here he is. As you can see, he is still underweight and he definitely needs to gain a lot more weight, but he's looking way better than he did when I first got him. His tail's fattening up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and I'll give you a quick tour. You saw most of this if you saw the haul back in May, but I'll go ahead and give you a tour anyway. So here is Chico. Like I said, not gonna try to pet him, not gonna grab him for you guys because he is quite food aggressive. So over here is his warm hide. So his heat mat with his thermostat is under there. He spends a lot of his time back in that warm hide, and then back in the back corner is just a fake plant on the wall to give him a little bit of coverage and enrichment. Up here is a fake plant from Petco, and then moving over here, this is just a little Chico. Hi baby, you're sassy but you're adorable. He's like, I don't like you right now. And then over here is his water and calcium dish. I don't know what's in his water dish. I'll have to change that tonight when I feed them. And then over in this corner, he has his cool hide. Right in the middle is his humid hide. This humid hide is a little bit on the small side. I don't know if I would use it for most of my leopard geckos, and I don't know if he'll use it forever, but it does work for him right now. We'll just see how he bulks up. If he's always on the small side, like one of my leopard geckos, Felipe, even though he's a great weight, he is on the smaller side. So if he stays smaller, it might work, but if he gets a little bit bigger, I might have to upgrade his humid hide. But he has that in there, and then he has this cork round in the back, so it starts up here and then it goes and it comes out back behind his humid hide, and then just another fake plant for some more enrichment. So like I said, this is a 24x18x12 Exoterra. It is also what Felipe and Pablo are in. And this is Chico. He's looking for food. So I do feed my adult leopard geckos usually every 2 to 3 days, depending on how much I feed them. But I do feed Chico more often. When I first got him, I was feeding him every single night just to make sure he always had some food. Now I will skip like a night or two a week, but he still eats a lot more than I would recommend feeding a normal adult, just because I am still trying to get some weight on him. But other than his weight, he has seemed extremely healthy. He's very active. His poops always look good. His eyes and everything look clear. He stands up very tall, so he has very strong bones. So luckily, I think I got him just in time. He was really skinny, but I don't think he had any long-term effects, not that I can see anyway right now. But that is Chico. So that was Chico and his enclosure. As you can see, he still needs to gain some weight, but I'm really happy with his progress so far. I don't want him packing on the grams too quick, but he is doing fantastic so far. Let me know down in the comments if when you saw the first haul, if you guessed leopard gecko, so if you were right or if you thought I was getting something else. I don't think too many people will be shocked that I got another leopard gecko because they are one of my most favorite animals. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed meeting Chico. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.